Sarah was in her senior year of high school. She was a skeptical girl, one of those who didn't believe in anything supernatural. She always made fun of her friends when they talked about Bloody Mary. To her, it was all childish nonsense. One Friday, Sarah's friends made a bet. If she had the courage to go into the third-floor bathroom at midnight and call Bloody Mary 3 times, they would pay for her lunch for a whole month. Sarah thought it was way too easy. The third floor of the school had been abandoned for years. They said a student had died there in the 80s. She was blonde, beautiful, and popular. Her body was found in the girls' bathroom, drowned in the toilet. They never found out who did that to her. Sarah returned to school that night. Her parents thought she was sleeping over at a friend's house. She entered through the art room window that never closed properly. The hallway was completely dark and silent. Only moonlight came through the dirty windows. She climbed the stairs to the third floor. Each step creaked under her feet. The air was heavy and had a strange smell of mold and something else. Something sweet and rotten at the same time. Sarah turned on her phone's flashlight and walked down the hallway to the girls' bathroom. The door was slightly open. She pushed slowly and the rusty hinge screamed in the silence. The bathroom was worse than she imagined. Broken tiles, cracked sinks, and in the back, 3 stalls with doors hanging crooked. The mirror above the sink was fogged and dirty. Sarah took a deep breath and stood in front of the mirror. She looked at her own reflection and began, "Bloody Mary." Nothing happened. She smiled confidently. Bloody Mary. The silence remained absolute. She was ready to leave when she said it for the 3rd time. Bloody Mary. For a moment, everything became even more silent. Then Sarah heard it. The sound of dripping water coming from one of the stalls. It must be just a leaking pipe, she thought. But the sound was too rhythmic, too deliberate. Drip. Drip, drip. She pointed her phone's flashlight at the stalls. The middle door was moving slightly as if someone had touched it. Sarah felt a chill run up her spine. "It's nothing," she whispered to herself. "Just the wind," but there was no wind. All the windows were closed. And then she saw it. In the reflection of the fogged mirror, for just a second, a figure with long blonde hair standing behind her. Sarah spun around quickly, but there was no one there. Her heart started racing uncontrollably. That's when the middle stall door slowly opened, creaking. Sarah pointed her phone's light inside. Empty, just an old, stained toilet. She let out the breath she was holding. Just a silly scare, but when she looked at the mirror again, she saw something that made her blood run cold. Written in the condensation on the glass, as if invisible fingers were writing at that very moment, appeared the words, "You called me." Sarah dropped her phone. The flashlight rolled across the floor, creating dancing shadows on the walls. She bent down desperately to grab it, and that's when she felt it. Wet hair brushing against her face. Long, ice cold, smelling of rotten sewer water. She screamed and ran to the door, but it slammed shut in front of her. Locked. Sarah pulled at the handle desperately, but it wouldn't open. Behind her, the sound of wet footsteps on the tile floor. Barefoot. Slow. Getting closer, Sarah turned around and finally saw her. Bloody Mary was there for real. Her white dress was soaked, dripping dirty water on the floor. Her blonde hair covered half her face, but through the strands you could see whitened eyes, dead. And a smile. A horrible smile, far too wide. The creature opened her mouth, and from inside came a voice that seemed to come from underwater. "You shouldn't have called me. Now you have to stay." Sarah tried to scream again, but no sound came out. Her legs wouldn't obey anymore. Mary approached, each step leaving a wet footprint. She extended her hands, her fingers abnormally long with broken and dirty nails. Sarah felt those cold hands touch her face, her neck, pulling her toward the open stall. The next day, Sarah's friends tried to call her, but no one answered. Her parents reported her disappearance. The police searched the entire city, but they never found her. To this day, she's just another case of a missing teenager. But the school students know the truth. Because sometimes at midnight, you can hear 2 sets of footsteps in the 3rd floor bathroom. One barefoot and wet, and another in sneakers, running. Always running. but never able to leave. And if you listen carefully, you can hear a muffled voice screaming for help, a voice that sounds exactly like Sarah's, because Bloody Mary wasn't alone for so long. And now, she isn't anymore.